got a doll baby, I love her so. Nothing else like her anywhere you go. A man, she's anything but calm. A regular pint-sized atom bomb. Atom bomb, baby.
Fallout 4 is a 2015 action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world. It was made by Bethesda Studios, who are also responsible for the Elder Scrolls series. It is the sequel to the 2008 smash hit Fallout 3. The game is set in post-apocalyptic Boston, Massachusetts. The year is 2287, and a third world war has led to nuclear annihilation. Luckily, for many Americans, vaults were constructed across the country to keep people safe from the bombs. When the bombs dropped, many were able to reach the safety of the vaults, but many more were left outside. People who emerged from the vaults had to deal with the lawless outside and the horrors of the fallout. You play as Nate or Nora, a married couple living in the Boston area. Also present in the house is Nate and Nora's son, Sean, and the robot butler, Codsworth. The family's idyllic 1950s style is shattered when news breaks that nuclear war has broken out.
Nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania.
Nate and Nora rush to nearby Vault 111 and make it inside just as the bombs drop. Unfortunately for them, they are cryogenically frozen for 200 years. When agents of the Institute arrive and kidnap Sean, the player learns that the vault may not have been the safe haven that they thought it to be. Soon it is revealed that the player is the only survivor left in the vault. The sole survivor leaves the vault to search for Sean. Fallout 4 plays similarly to the last two installments of the franchise, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, even though it runs on a different game engine. Many features have been upgraded. The shooting mechanics are definitely improved from the last one. People can now aim down the sights for better accuracy. Players can now hold their own without having to use the game's built-in cheat button, the Vault Tech Assisted Targeting System, or VATS. Players also have access to a wide variety of weapons. There are basic weapons such as snipers and bats, while some other weapons are a bit more creative. Players also have the ability to heavily modify their weapons. Even a simple energy pistol can become a laser sniper or machine gun. The environments, they are densely packed with buildings, locations, and other goodies. The areas are diverse, from the open areas in the northern part of the map to the claustrophobic ruins of Boston to the radioactive glowing sea where the bomb hit. Fallout is known for its complex skill system. The skill system returns in this game, but it is more streamlined. Another streamlined feature is the dialogue system, which went from speech options to a simplified conversation wheel, a feature familiar to the players of BioWare games. Speaking of BioWare, your character now speaks. According to Bethesda, more than 100,000 lines of dialogue were recorded in Fallout 4, which is more than Fallout 3 and Skyrim combined. All the dialogue helps the world to feel a lot more real, and the voice acting has definitely improved, feeling more natural and emotional than the previous installments. Perhaps the greatest change made to Fallout 4 from Fallout 3 is the role of power armor. Power armor in Fallout 3 was just a glorified piece of armor. In this game, however, power armor now protects against fall damage and allows for more carrying space. Not to mention, the armor defends against heavy combat damage. Like most of the other armor pieces in the game, it is customizable. The only drawback is that the armor runs off fusion cores that will run out permanently. Players will have to hunt for fresh cores or buy them with hard-earned caps. Players are also able to create settlements. This requires players to pick up junk in the waste and use them to create beds, shops, and buildings. The system itself is a little tedious and takes a lot of grinding and patience to pull off. But, given a little time, the player can engineer some cool creations. Players will also have to help the Minutemen, who patrol the wastes and fight raiders, to defend settlements and radiant quests that go on and on and on and on in a never-ending list of repetitive quests. All in all, Fallout 4 is a worthy sequel to Fallout 3. It does have its drawbacks. The graphics aren't as amazing as they could be, the dialogue is more streamlined into a conversation wheel, power armor has to be used sparingly now due to the rareness of fusion cores. The settlement building is a little tedious and some of the mechanics are a bit wonky. On the other hand, there are many positives. The story is pretty good, even though it asks you to make some tough choices. The action mechanics are much better than the game's predecessors as well. The environments are diverse and, while not always pretty, interesting to explore. The crafting system is well implemented and leads to all sorts of interesting gun combinations. The voice acting is much better here. Power armor is quite literally power armor and makes you feel like a super soldier. And the settlement option is unique, even with its faults. Thank you for watching, and check back regularly at GameZombie to see if any new reviews have been uploaded.